Good morning, children. So there are many kind of living things around us. Is it? Will you all agree? And also can you name them? Like human beings, insects, animals and even plants are also the living things. If we come for plants, so is all the plants on the earth are of same size, same variety? No, obviously no. There are many kinds of the plants in the world that are of different kind of the shape, size, height, etc. So in this chapter, let us study in detail life and survival of the plants like terrestrial plants, aquatic plants, water, parasitic plants, insectivorous plants, etc. in detail. So welcome you all. And you also want to know the meaning of the adaptation. It's nothing but the special feature of either a plant or animal to live in a particular place. There are some special features either in plants or animals that it has to live in particular place. That is called adaptation. See, that means if we take the example of penguin, we usually observe the penguin in very cold region. Is it? Can we bring that penguin to Magadi? Will the penguin survive in our region? No, because it has been adapted completely to the snow regions, snowfall regions. Is it? So it's just one of the example. Got it, children? So this is the plant. You all know the plant has root system and shoot system. Every plant, either it may be a terrestrial or the aquatic, it will be having either the root system or shoot system. Root system contains primary or the secondary root, whereas the shoot system contains flowers, leaves, bud, stem, leaf, etc. So children, I have given you the example of the polar bear. Did you see this? We usually observe the polar region. Which is the kind of the animal we observe in polar region means it's one of the polar bear. See, what are the behavioral adaptations of this polar bear? It digs dens to protect themselves from cold winds, is it? And usually it will be very strong swimmer, and also it will be even having the ability to swim in ice. See, please see the children. Since because of the fur which is being present, which is outer covering of the body of the polar bear, it helps it to be in the cold region. And beneath the fur of the polar bear, there will be the thick fat layer of the skin. It usually helps the bear to stay warm even in such a cold temperature. And since because of the presence of the small ears, it helps the body to maintain the body heat and will never allow the cold water to enter into the ears. These are the few adaptations of the polar bear. It has been completely adapted to the cold region. The same polar bear, if we bring to our region, means it will never survive because it has been completely adapted to the cold region. So can you see the example of the penguin? Even this penguin also will lead their life in cold and snowy regions. Is it? Even this also having outermost fur and inside thick layer of the skin which protects its body from the cold region. It also been completely adapted to the snowy fall regions. Got it, children? So next, if we move on for different kinds of the plants. The first kind of the plants are terrestrial plants. What is this terrestrial plants means? Usually the plant or the trees which completely lives and grows in on the land, we can call them as terrestrial plants. Whichever plant it may be, it lives and grows on the land are called terrestrial plants. You have observed, is it? It may include the plants which are growing in deserts, plants which grows on plains, plants which grows on the hills, and also plants which grows on marshes. So if we come to the example of plants in deserts, the common plant which is growing in desert is nothing but cactus. Can you see all? Where is pine, is it? These are cactus. The common plant which is grown in deserts. These are cactus. You know the desert is very hot region and we receive very less rainfall, is it? But these kind of the plants can survive in desert region. Why means it doesn't require more water. So instead of the leaves, the cactus will be having spines. Leaves have been modified into the spines. So what are spines? Mullu, we are going to call, no? Those are the spines. It will be having thick fleshy stem. Thick fleshy stem which stores the water. Which stores the water. And the roots of these cactus will be deeply fixed to the ground. So which are the plants commonly we are going to observe in deserts is cactus, prickly palm and also the date palm. Prickly pear, and also the date palm. These are the different kinds of the plants which are there in deserts. So next, if we come to the example of the plants in hills, this is one of the kind of the tree that is called cedar trees. It's one of the tree which usually grows in hills.